game is on her team's hand. 1 point, they win Melbourne 3x3 today. Pro hustle. That'll do it. That'll do it. Bec Cole.
So my dad got diagnosed. I was actually thinking about before this interview today. It's pretty much like spot on 2 years since he was diagnosed. And I remember we had just come back from a World Series 3x3 tour. We were in Tokyo. The C word, cancer, is super scary. And I guess no one immediate in my family had it, like my mum or my dad or my sister or, my pop. So it was just like, Jesus, like that was really scary. Will he be okay? Will he not? And I didn't really know about lymphoma. And then I really am about like giving back and charities, but I want to do it about something that I'm super passionate for. And obviously so close to my heart. I have, reached out to the lymphoma community and asked, hey, is there like any way in the world I can help? And also like, I need to learn and educate myself. And what's so crazy is that lymphoma is such a common cancer that people have, but no one actually knows much about it. And so Lyme for Lymphoma, September is their awareness month. So this September, I've just been wearing Lyme whenever I can and, promoting it as much as I can and educating people. And yeah, that's pretty much what Lyme for Lymphoma is all about. That's their color. Every cancer does have a color. So, I guess even though it is a sad thing, you want to make it fun for the people who are diagnosed, who are the nurses and doctors getting involved, the community. You want to, brighten someone's day with it all. And it seriously does. Like the other day, Dad and I got out, wore Lyme, and like we were just having a laugh for half an hour in the sun, and it's just a bit of fun. Dad was super lucky. I just think he's amazing. Like I'm so proud of him. But he went through chemotherapy and radiation, and it was insane. I'd honestly, if you looked at my dad, yeah, he was a bit white and he went bald, but I was like, you look so good. And it's just a testament to him and how he looks after his body and like his mindfulness. And like he's insane and the fittest he's ever been, and he's awesome. But he actually just had his bloods checked last week and he's all good. So he's they're still in remission, as you call it, but he's healthy, he's happy. And obviously whenever you get the all good results, it's just like, thank God. But yeah, healthy and happy GC, that old man is. So he's the best ambassador and I love it. Like all my teammates and friends love him because he just gets around everyone and every cause. If we love it or we're passionate about it, then, he's like that as well. So it's always fun to have Gazza on your side. So I guess in a sense, I was lucky because I lived with mum and dad. And so I felt like I went through that process with him when he was going to hospital. Only mum was able to go at that time. So I wish I could have gone and been there with him, held his hand and all that, but that wasn't the safest thing or the rules. So I'm glad at that stage mum was able to go, with him and do all that. And I think for me, it was if dad looked okay and he would express that he was okay, then I was okay. And pretty much through the whole process he was. And so that was very, I think, just like lucky for me and, obviously great for him that he was feeling as well as he did. I think the worst thing he had was maybe like a metal taste in his mouth, from all the poison going in him. But apart from that, he was always like, yeah, super happy, just bettering himself in all those versions. And what was crazy, I'm like, him doing that was actually doing that for me. And I think something fun in last year, when it was Lyme for Lymphoma in September again, we actually did some, to raise awareness for it, some activities. So every week we did a challenge. And I think that was something I'll never forget because we were raising awareness for a cause that my dad had and so many other, people in the world have had lymphoma, but it was so much fun. And I feel like it brought us closer together, but in the meantime, doing a really good thing. So that was so much fun to be able to do that. I'm not living with mum and dad at the moment, so not able to do those activities, but we can still go for a walk. We did legs out for lymphoma earlier on in the year. So we were like walking, running, bike riding, all that. And I just think it's great that we're super active and it's something we can do and bond over together. And I think I'm just super grateful for that. There's so many ways that you can do it. So if you do go to the Lymphoma Australia website, it actually gives you a list of many different things you can do. So for me, like I said, maybe it's starting a fundraiser yourself. So maybe it's like, okay, I want to get to these many steps per day, as there is a limit, but any little thing helps. It doesn't matter if it's $500 or $5 or 50 cents, anything, makes a difference. So you could start your own fundraiser. You can just donate, and that will give you the link on the website to where you can. Just raising awareness by wearing lime where you go. And obviously in Melbourne, like we were just talking about, everyone wears black. So if you're wearing lime, people are going to ask about it. And just educating. So on my social media, I'll be reposting stuff that Lymphoma Australia post. It's all just facts. And what's crazy is when I learnt this, I was like, it is such a common cancer that people don't know about. Like my dad just thought he had a bad back, and it's just like, just get checked, like whatever it is. The best thing that happens is you're all good and you do just have a bad back. But there are a few ways that you can get involved, and just tagging at Lymphoma Australia and hashtag Lyme for lymphoma.